Hi everyone, my name is Eddie with the City of Markham Education Department. Today I'm going to be showing you a simple drawing technique. It's called value. Value is one of the 7 elements of arts and design, and it refers to the lightness and darkness of your object. So before we start, we're going to need a few items for us to start our drawing techniques. First, we're going to need a sketch pad, or you can use a blank piece of paper or any white pad of paper will do. Next, we're also going to need pencils. If you have different grade of pencils, that would be great. So for this example, I have from 3H to 2H, H, F, 3B, 4B, 5B, 6B, 7B, 8B. The higher the grade on the B side, the darker it will be, and the higher the grade on the H side, the lighter the pencil will be. If you don't have different grades of pencils, you can use whatever pencil you have, and just make sure that you press down harder on the darker area and press down lighter on the light area. Let's get started. Our first activity would be creating a value scale. So for this activity, we would do a 7 grade value scale. So first, you're gonna want to take your lightest pencil and draw a scale. So we want to put 7 scales. So we're gonna make 7 boxes out of this rectangle. So now we can mark it as 1 being the lightest, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So now that we have our boxes for our value scale, 1 is going to be the brightest, so that would be pure white. And on this scale, 7 is going to be the darkest, so this is going to be our highest B grade of pencil. Let's get started. There's a simple way of doing a value scale. So we started off with 1 being the brightest, and 7 would be being the darkest. So now let's see how you make out. Now I'm going to show you some techniques on drawing and using value to put 3-dimensional or illusions on your objects. So we're going to use the example of the baseball and the light that I used earlier. So first we're going to sketch out our baseball. So it's circle, so we're going to draw shape of a circle. So it doesn't have to be perfect, you can make it perfect later on. So for example, we had the light on this side, so I'm just gonna draw a lamp. So it's gonna pretend that it's our lamp. As I said earlier, value is a reference from light to dark. It gives a 3-dimensional to our object. So in this case, the light is coming from this side. So around this part is going to be light. And further from the light will be dark. So the darkest part would be here. Okay, so let's start doing our shading or shadows to this ball. So for me, I'd like to start with the darkest. And when you're shading or putting shadows to the object, I always start with the darkest shade of pencil, and you always want to follow the form or the shape of whatever it is that you're drawing. So don't be afraid to go back to your drawing and add more value as you go. I'm just adding this outline here to define our shape even more. So now we're gonna create the shadow of the ball using our value technique. So first, you want to imagine that the ball is sitting on a flat surface. So for example, a table would have a flat surface and the lines are going to be following the table. So I'm gonna begin again with the darkest part. So I'm just gonna put this, angle it a little bit. So you wanna make a shape of the ball. Since the light's coming this way, so the shape of the shadow is going to be this way. Okay, so we're gonna start with the dark. So like I said, you wanna follow the line of the desk. So I'm going this way. So like I said earlier, you can always go back to make your shadows a little bit darker. You also want to just blend it in so that it looks more natural. Sometimes what I do is I use my fingers to blend it in. So what I'm going to do, the ball first. So this is one of the techniques to get rid of the harsh lines. There you have it. A ball with the shadow using value technique. I hope you enjoyed this video and stay tuned for our upcoming videos so I can talk about the other elements of arts and design. And I hope you like this video. If you do, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. Bye for now.